Hi guys, Kirk here with Kirk Giordano Plastering with my two sons, Jason and Daniel. What we're going to do today is we're going to do some exploration. They want to repair this wood rot here, so when I came out yesterday and looked at it, I told them that the house is 60 to 70 years old, and more than likely the parapet's leaked on it. And if you look over here, can you get to that flashing way up there, and the flashing on the other side over there? Now those are parapets where the house is 60, 70 years old, water usually goes through them, and I always recommend folks that you place flashing up on tops, especially with parapet housing. So my opinion is the water came down in, it got inside here, and we're talking 60, 70 years. In this area right here, water got in, because I could see fresh caulking on it. And when the water gets in there, it has a tendency to expand the wood. Over 50, 60, 70 years, that wood just swells and it creates a large crack. So the large crack is right here, and the water goes in it, and obviously it runs down. And this wood rot, this damage here, is the result of it. So what I plan on doing is, I wanted to break out to here and right here. Well, for the same price, I'll break it out to the sill. We'll take it all the way up to the sill and around, and remove this whole portion. This way, they could accurately assess what's going on here, because in my 30 years, I've removed the equivalent of maybe 10 houses of stucco this size, and you never know where it's coming in, but you get a great idea through time as to where you guess it might be coming in. So we're going to take it again to the sill here, straight down here, all the way right here. That way, we're better safe than sorry. And what we possibly will, our best case scenarios would be, it's just a little bit right here, up to here. But it may continue down here, because wood rot travels down, and it does tend to funnel as it goes toward the bottom. Up here, we're going to break from sill to sill, and we might find that the paper underneath here is deteriorated, because 70 years, it's just right here southwest. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So we're going to go ahead and remove it. And the best case scenario is all of this wood is in great condition. All of this is in great condition. That would be real nice. That's why it's called exploration, because we'll remove it right now to see what the heck we got going on, and be able to deal with it intelligently once we see it. So we're going to go ahead and take this off, and then we'll show you what we got. Okay folks, we are complete with the area that we wanted to tear off. I'll show you what we found with this exploration. The outer corners look pretty good, and all of this looks really nice. Could be a lot worse. Over on the inner corners, such as this one, as I suspected when I did the introduction, that it could be coming from the top. This one, it appears to be coming through the top. And then we got a lot of holes right here. I'm sticking my whole hand in the hole that the carpenter left 70 years ago when they built the house. They didn't touch the wood, and then when the fellas came to do the paper, they hit it with their staples and their nails, and it punctured it. So we got holes right here, and the result is, can you get a close-up here, Jay? You see this? This is nothing. Okay guys, what we have here now is, we broke out yesterday. What I was showing you was the carpenter that did this, he mitered his corners really nice right here, the outer ones. On the inner ones, he didn't do such a great job. You can stick your hand in here like so, and what happens is, on this side you can stick your hand in it, and let me show you on this other side too. this side, you can stick your hand in it where you followed. You're not supposed to be able to do this right here. So Carpenter did a great job on all his outer ones, but didn't do such a great job on here. And then the fellows who did the paper back then, 70 years ago, they didn't have the grace membranes. Where he could have put grace over this, but anyway, he nailed through here, which created leaks. But also the leaks are coming from prior to when they had the awning here and the gutters, as well as the flashing up here on the roof. So that's the result. We have to explore that a bit more. But this is just like I thought it would be yesterday. We knew water's coming in through the inner corners, and it came in through this guy here, and generally it will expand this way. So what we're seeing here is the corner, the inner corner leaked, and so it will funnel down, similar to this. I outlined it yesterday, and lo and behold, it is exactly what I thought it would be. Unfortunately for the homeowners here, it's not the deck. They were scared about it, and I don't blame them. It's not the deck, it was this inner corner leak, and of course it will mushroom or funnel down this way here. So anyway, that's where we're at now. It's starting to rain. Almost July and it's starting to rain. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and cover this area up and probably call it a day. We'll see you soon. Okay guys, this is the third day because this took us half a day to do. Then we were done with our job. So I had to communicate with the homeowners what I thought was the issues here and how to proceed, because I have to tell them what my opinion is and what I would do, and then they tell me how to proceed if they want to proceed. Yesterday we came here and got rained out, but we were here about 2 hours. We uncovered all of this. You can see that it's pretty bad. It needs to be addressed. So, and when I say we, I mean my son is doing all this. Jason holding the camera. He's tearing all this stuff out. Over here, we've got rotten wood also. You can just pull it out with your hand. And the problem is up here. See at the very top, that tree's right in the way, of course. Very top there, before they put that flashing, the problem was already there. Now, what we're probably going to end up doing is this whole face right here should come off, as well as where the downspout is over here originally. We're going to keep this paper on it because weird weather, as everybody knows, this year is in the 1st of July, we're still having rain. So we're going to leave this paper here just to make sure the summer actually comes, and more than likely take all of this off because the inner corners are real bad. And we'll cross this bridge when we get there too, this one right here. The inner corner prior to this awning being placed on there and prior to that gutter has got an issue. There is no paper. We can't find any paper, so we're probably going to call it quits about right here and come straight down. We don't really want to start messing with the stairs unless we have to, but the wall and the paper kind of dictate where we're going from here. So we'll see you guys soon and show you what's next. Okay folks, here is the conclusion of what we had demoed. Let me zero in towards it. That doesn't look too bad. We really had to go back 2 feet to find good paper. Over here, all of the siding was pretty rotten. The mud sill is completely destroyed. You can do a close-up right there. That needs to be basically the house inside needs to have some supports and put a new mud sill on. The very top, this tree is right in the way, so I'll do the best I can as far as to show you. As I pointed out earlier, these inner corners were real culprits. They weren't lathed properly, and they weren't done properly with the woodwork. That's the result. Anyway, they did get 70 years out of it, so could have been a lot worse. So right now the homeowners are contacting some
general contractors to put this all back together, as I am too busy. But I wanted to do a conclusion on this. So we'll see you on the next one, and hopefully yours is in better condition if you're going to tear this apart. Thanks for watching. This is Kirk with Giordano Plastering.